Unleash the cosmic horror. Dive deep into the weird abyss of Aliens, 1986. Oh, intrepid explorers of cinematic enigmas. Prepare to be thrust into the heart-pounding, slime-dripping underbelly of James Cameron's 1986 epic, Aliens. A sequel that didn't just follow Ridley Scott's Alien. It exploded onto the scene like a chestburster from the void, blending bone-chilling horror with adrenaline-fueled action. Sigourney Weaver reprises her role as the indomitable Ellen Ripley, facing off against a swarm of nightmarish xenomorphs on a forsaken colony world. But beyond the pulse rifles and acid blood lies a treasure trove of bizarre, mind-bending trivia that will leave you questioning reality itself. From puppetry pandemonium to on-set slip-ups that could rival an alien invasion, we're about to unearth 15 weird facts that add layers of intrigue to this sci-fi legend. Hold on to your hypersleep pods. Things are about to get dramatically weird and irresistibly catchy. The monstrous majesty of the Queen Alien. Imagine a behemoth from your darkest nightmares, towering 14 feet tall and weighing a staggering 500 pounds. The Alien Queen wasn't just a prop. She was a mechanical marvel puppeteered by a dedicated squad of 14 experts, including the visionary James Cameron himself. Suspended by cranes and rigged with hydraulics, this queen demanded royal treatment. Her every twitch and screech a testament to the grueling artistry that brought her terrifying reign to life. One wrong move and the set could have crumbled under her wrath. Sigourney Weaver's herbal hell. Ripley, the chain-smoking survivor, exudes tough-as-nails grit. But Sigourney Weaver? She's no tobacco enthusiast. Forced to puff on herbal cigarettes for authenticity. Weaver's grimaces and coughs weren't acting. They were raw, unfiltered revulsion. This quirky choice infused her performance with genuine edge, turning a simple vice into a dramatic symbol of Ripley's frayed nerves amid the alien apocalypse. Boot camp brutality for the Marines. To forge the colonial Marines into believable warriors, the cast endured a real-life boot camp under the iron fist of actual U.S. Marines. Michael Biehn, embodying the stoic Hicks, got so immersed that he slept clutching his prop pulse rifle like a security blanket. The training was no joke. Sweat, shouts, and simulated combat pushed them to the brink, mirroring the film's relentless tension and making every on-screen battle feel like a visceral punch to the gut. Feline fury fuels xenomorph terror, those spine-tingling hisses echoing from the xenomorphs. They sprang from an unlikely source, James Cameron's own cat. In a stroke of mad genius, he recorded his pet's enraged snarls, blending them with rattlesnake rattles and other eerie effects. This domestic inspiration transformed household petulance into the soundtrack of interstellar dread, proving that sometimes the scariest monsters lurk in the most ordinary places. The heart-wrenching secret of Ripley's lost daughter. Delve into the extended director's cut, and you'll uncover a soul-shattering revelation. Ripley had a daughter, Amanda, who aged and died during her mother's 57-year hypersleep odyssey. This poignant subplot, axed from the theatrical release for pacing, was a battleground for Weaver, who championed its emotional depth. It adds a tragic layer to Ripley's ferocity, turning her from mere survivor to a mother avenging a stolen life. Pure, dramatic gold. Paxton's legendary improv explosion. In a moment of chaotic brilliance, Bill Paxton, as the panicky Hudson, ad-libbed the immortal cry, "Game over, man. Game over." What started as on-set frustration erupted into pop culture legend, echoing through video games, memes, and films for decades. This spontaneous outburst captured the film's raw panic, making Hudson's breakdown a catchy anthem for every underdog facing insurmountable odds. Tea-time turmoil at Pinewood. Filming at England's storied Pinewood Studios brought a clash of cultures that was equal parts hilarious and exasperating. The British crew's unbreakable tradition of afternoon tea breaks halted production like clockwork, much to the chagrin of the high-octane American director Cameron. Picture the irony. Amid crafting scenes of interstellar warfare, the team paused for scones and Earl Grey, turning the set into a battlefield of brewing tensions. Lute's authentic terror screams. Little Carrie Henn, just 9 years old and a total acting novice, played the orphaned Newt with wide-eyed innocence. But her blood-curdling screams? Utterly real. The sight of those grotesque alien costumes sent her into genuine fright, capturing unfiltered childhood horror. This raw authenticity amplified the film's emotional stakes, reminding us that true fear needs no script. It's born from the shadows of the unknown. Vasquez's audacious audition twist. Jeanette Goldstein, the fierce Latina Marine Vasquez, arrived at her audition in full glam, heavy makeup, a dress, and high heels, mistaking the film for a drama about immigrants. Cameron, stunned by her versatility, cast her on the spot, and she transformed into a tattooed, gun-toting icon. This bizarre mix-up birthed one of cinema's toughest female characters, proving that sometimes the most dramatic roles emerge from the wildest misunderstandings. The Herculean burden of smart guns. Those hulking smart guns wielded by Drake and Vasquez weren't just props. They were 60-pound behemoths that could crush a lesser actor. Secret harnesses tethered to the ceiling kept the performers upright, turning every scene into a high-wire act of endurance. This behind-the-scenes engineering feat mirrored the Marines' own struggles, adding a layer of meta-drama to their on-screen bravado. Bishop's knife trick, a bloody rehearsal nightmare. Lance Henriksen's android Bishop dazzles with a lightning-fast knife trick. But the danger was no illusion. Henriksen honed his skills for weeks, and in one heart-stopping rehearsal, he accidentally stabbed co-star Bill Paxton's hand. The scene's tension, amped up by real peril, making this moment a pulse-racing highlight that blurred the line between fiction and frightening reality. Slippery secrets of alien slime. The xenomorphs' glistening drool. A staple of their grotesque allure was concocted from KY jelly mixed with other lubricants, a recipe for disaster. The set became a treacherous slip and slide, with crew members tumbling amid the goo. This messy mayhem not only enhanced the aliens' visceral horror, but also turned production into a comedic catastrophe, where one wrong step could spell hilarious doom. Cameron's explosive obsession with realism. James Cameron's quest for authenticity knew no bounds. He commissioned a full-scale dropship model, only to obliterate it in a genuine fiery explosion. Insurance adjusters recoiled in horror at the cost, but this dramatic destruction lent the film's chaos an unparalleled realism, proving Cameron's willingness to burn it all down for the perfect shot. Weaver's groundbreaking Oscar gamble. In a seismic shift for genre cinema, Sigourney Weaver snagged a Best Actress Oscar nomination, the first for a sci-fi action heroine. Though she didn't claim the gold, this nod shattered barriers, elevating Aliens from Popcorn flick to awards contender, and inspiring a new era where strong women in space could command dramatic respect. Cameron's stealthy vocal cameo. Amid the hypersleep chamber's awakening hum, a familiar voice intones "Good morning," none other than James Cameron himself. This subtle Easter egg sneaks the director into his own masterpiece, a catchy wink to eagle-eared fans that ties the creator inextricably to his creation. We've journeyed through the weird, wild cosmos of Aliens, unearthing facts that pulse with drama, humor, and sheer audacity. This film isn't merely a sequel, it's a symphony of innovation, where every oddity amplifies its legendary status. From puppet queens to improvised panic, Aliens reminds us that true cinematic magic thrives in the bizarre. Craving more? Rewatch it under the stars and let the xenomorphs haunt your dreams. What's the weirdest fact that grabbed you? Drop it in the comments, and remember, in space no one can hear you geek out. Stay vigilant, space cowboys. The Hive is always watching.